Hey y'all, hey. Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to Money Mondays. Hey y'all, hey. Let me get rid of that echo. Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to Money Mondays. Hey y'all, hey. Let me get rid of that echo. Yes, somebody got stimulated. Welcome to Money Mondays. Congrats, Shelly. You got stimulated. Hey. Hey, Monet. Hey, Reese. Hey, Dennis. Thanks for joining, guys. Let me know how my sound is. You know, I have to do a sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2. What you doing with that stimulus, Shelly? Paper check. In 2020, we still getting paper checks. We gonna take it. We gonna take it. Thank y'all for the sound check. Welcome to Money Mondays. Thanks for joining. Thanks to DV Deluxe for joining. He was the first one to join. I was trying to keep an eye on it. So shout out. I want to shout out his channel briefly. Go check out Dennis Vice and DV Deluxe for some great wedding teaser content and all types of videos, vlogs, gaming, reviews, all types of stuff. So hey, Finance Rocks. Hey, K Renee. Thanks for joining, guys. It's so awesome. So check out DV Deluxe or Dennis Vice's channel. I'll put the links in the description after I edit this video. One of our members who joined today also got stimulated, so let's get a big woo for her. She plans on paying bills. I hope you guys can see the text chat in the video. That way you can catch it later if you need to watch the replay. Good for you, Shell. So happy for you. Thanks, K Renee. She says, don't forget to thumbs up my live. Oh, Courage to Plan is here. I'm so happy you're able to see me live. Oh, great. We got some pros in the building today. We got Finance Rocks, K Renee, her Courage to Plan. Feel free to check out all those channels. They are great content, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Today, first up, I just want to say that I am doing a cash envelope / budget binder giveaway. So if that's something you're into, please let me know. Please, thanks for all the likes also. First up are the cash envelopes. I will be giving away 12 cash envelopes to 2 winners. And all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, Healthy Budget Travel Love, and be subscribed to Asia Sierra's channel. I'll link both of those channels in the description just in case you're wondering who she is. Hey, there she is, just in time. Asia is here now. Click on her name so that you can save it later and watch her content. She provides great budgeting advice, and I love watching her videos. The third thing you have to do to be a winner is you have to be subscribed to my Instagram, which is Healthy Budget Travel Love. So go ahead and get those 2 things done today. And this is the third prize for whoever would like to be the winner. This is a 2020 Classic Mini Planner. I love it for on the go. It's perfect. But guess what? Your girl never used it, so it's going away to somebody who can use it. That's right, Asia. It's Money Monday. Thanks, K Renee. I love these cash envelopes, and I will link them in the description. These are from Amazon. but they were really well priced, and I'm not good like some of these other YouTubers like Asia. She made her own cash envelopes. I highly recommend buying them if you don't have them. Okay. Are you guys drinking anything? Because I don't have anything. I don't even have water. Oh, I'm lying. I do have water. I tell you, I need something else though. Water's not cutting it because I had the little jitters, you know, when you're just starting. Okay, so I just want to say thanks to all who have subscribed. If you have not hit that subscribe and that like button, do it right now. Right now. Hopefully it's a little subscribe button in the corner. First thing I would like to do is just check in with you guys. How's your budget going? Let me know how your budgets are going. Or do you have any questions? We are midway through the month of May. This is a long month, so you have plenty of time to catch up. If you have any questions about how you should spend your money, how you should save it, how you should invest it, this is the time to ask. Oh, Finance Rock says, love disc bound planners. Welcome, Scratch Time. Thanks, Kay Renee. She said those are pretty. So please let us know if you have any questions, any wins. And I just quickly want to let you guys know about a couple of wins that some of my friends have had. One is already here. She said she got stimulated and she's paying a lot of bills. Then I had a friend of mine who sent me a message that said that she just watched my live video and she paid off a credit card from her stimulus check, y'all. So woo! I got to get me a little noisemaker, a little bell. I am so happy to hear that you guys are paying off debt. I'm so excited. Okay. So we did our check-in. How about savings? I've got a lot of challenges that I have my eye on for the month of June. And you know I'm a planner. I'm a planner, y'all. I'm hearing about this $5 savings challenge. Have you heard? For the month of June, there's a challenge going around that says that you should try to save $5 every day and put it in savings. And then at the end of the month, June 30th, you decide what to do with it. You could keep saving it or you could pay something off with it. But sorry for the banging in the background. They must be doing construction. But if you are able to put $5 to the side every month, how much is that? How much is 30 times 5? How much is 30 times 5? $150. So if you got $150 to the side, that's money that you could have been spending on Starbucks. Go ahead and put that $5 to the side. Let me know if that's something that interests you guys. Shelly says she's doing well. She's putting $200 aside weekly from both of their checks. Her courage to plan, she says she did a mid-month and she's doing pretty good. She's doing well. Her groceries are up, but we were below in that category, so she's good. Woo! Kay Renee says she's been paying debt and saving. Hey, Lakeisha, welcome. I just want to give a special shout out to one of my newest subscribers, Lakeisha Pinkney, just joined, I think, yesterday or the day before. So welcome, girl. Hey, girl. Asia said Amir's party put her in the poorhouse. Don't worry, Asia. Keep doing those leftovers. Leftovers are going to taste really good. They're going to taste really good. Oh, I'm so happy to hear all this good news, guys. Thanks for letting me know how your month is going. I just want to give another special shout out to Finance Rocks because she did her first live this week. See, y'all, this was a good week. Woo! And if you have not checked out her channel, check it out. And I am going to play a short round of financial trivia with y'all. Let me know if you're up for that. It's easy. It's pretty easy. Financial, we'll call it Jeopardy. I don't know, Finance Jeopardy. And maybe I can get DV Deluxe in on the fun next time because he is a pro at putting games together, and maybe he can come up with some cool content for us. Oh, thank you for coming, Lakeisha. I really appreciate you. So y'all heard about this stimulus update? I don't know. I don't want to get too excited about it, but it seems like something might happen, y'all. We might get stimulated again. They're talking, I think, what, $1,000 per child this time instead of $500, which was really surprising. I'll be really shocked if that happens. And then I think they said a total of $6,000 for a family of 5, maximum of 3 children. So I got my eye on that. Okay. if we get stimulated again, we need to be ready. We need to let's do this the right way, y'all. Let's not blow this, okay? Monet says she was saving, but now she's having car maintenance issues. No. I'm so sorry, boo, but I'm so glad you got the money. Thanks, K Renee, for always reminding everybody to hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Co says she wants her coins. More money. More money. We just want more money. I am so excited. Yes. So yes, I will let you know. In fact, I want to shout out another channel. He probably was not able to join today, but in fact, what are the chances? He just subscribed to my channel. Just Frugal Me is his channel. He provides the quickest stimulus updates in less than 4 minutes. I love watching his videos. Like, you don't have to turn on the news. You don't have to read an article. He literally tells you what happened and what's the latest on your stimulus. Just Frugal Me. Because as much as I love the larger channels like Dear Kevin, I think is his name. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, actually. But he has all the support, okay? The man has millions of views. Let's support some of these smaller channels like Just Frugal Me, who provide the same quality content on a smaller level. So that's my 2 cents. Oh, he's here. Just Frugal Me just walked in. Just wanted to give your channel a quick shout out because I really appreciate all your stimulus updates. I truly wouldn't really know what was going on without channels like yours. So thank you so much. Y'all, thank you, Shelly, for saying that she just had car issues herself and she was able to pay it from her check and not from savings. It was going to hurt to take it from there. Any encouraging words you have for Lakeisha, who has to pay for these car maintenance issues instead of being able to save? Provide some words of wisdom. Help her out. Asia said these kids are greedy and expensive. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth, honey? Oh, and speaking of kid, there's mine. Hi, Eva. Okay, so let's get on to our next topic, which is best credit cards to pay bills, book travel, and run business. Now, guys, you have to think what's good for you. If you are not responsible and you're currently paying off debt and don't want to be sidetracked, I highly recommend you avoid credit cards right now. But if you are in the kind of like the category that I am, the little niche that I'm in currently, I'm paying off a good amount of debt. We're making good progress, but I'm finding that I'm getting killed in fees, annual fees, and all types of things with these old college credit cards, I call them. So my recommendation is to slowly make the switch to adult credit cards if you're going to continue to have credit. I don't recommend closing those accounts abruptly like I did. If you look at some of my videos from 2018, I did that and I should not have, because it killed my credit. It killed my credit. And it totally destroyed my credit utilization. So if at all possible, the first thing you want to do is you just want to contact your current provider, your current crediting company, and ask, is there a better credit card for me other than the one that I currently hold? I remember having a $500 credit limit on a little teeny card. I think it was Capital One. And by the time I paid the annual fees, which was close to $100, and paid the interest, it was just horrible. So I contacted Capital One and they upgraded my card without doing a hard check because I have been paying on time. My pay on time history was good and I had a balance of 0. So that's a little trick and tip that I highly recommend. Instead of applying for a whole new credit card and getting a hard pull, just simply make the call and ask your credit card company. So let's check in with our folks and see what they said. Oh, Just Frugal Me said, thanks for the shout out. You're welcome. Yes, Asia, check everything out. Hey, Deanna's in the house. Ooh, I hit myself in the nose. Everybody, please support Deanna Monet TV. That's another great channel, y'all, for beauty and lifestyle tips. I love it. I love her videos. Kay Renee, same thing. Shelly says that she used MaxCare, and that's the only thing that saved her. She went from $1,900 to $760. Can you explain what MaxCare is? I don't know what that is. Thank you. My nails are looking good thanks to Caprice Dove and her recommendations. Y'all, we have hit 14 viewers. This is like awesome for this week. Thank you guys. Books, Music, Travel says to check your warranties and shop around and get a second opinion. Great advice. Always shop around, guys. Especially, I hate to say it, but now in the middle of this pandemic, like we randomly received an increase in our credit limit on one of our credit cards. We did nothing but continue business as usual and make the minimum payments every month. I'll take the higher credit utilization. Rock says she hates fees too. Banks should be paying me. Okay. So get into it. That is my recommendation. My generic across the board recommendation is to just check in with your credit card company, because they might want you to have a different credit card, especially since they're forever changing credit cards and getting rid of older ones. So do yourself a favor. It might not be as easy as you think. You're welcome, Deanna. You deserve all the shout outs. Okay, so as far as booking travel, now guys, if you have a certain niche, I had to find a way to bring up travel somehow. I'm using travel as my example, as finding your niche. So if you have something that you're always booking, if it's travel, if you're always booking hotels, if you're always booking flights, you need to find a credit card that will work for you. You should always use that same credit card every time. Save the money, the hard cash, and then once that card balance has been updated, quickly apply your payment within 30 days to avoid interest. That is my number one tip for using a credit card for a regular purchase. And then that way you're going to build up points/miles that you can redeem to cover purchases or to cover any travel expenses. So I highly recommend that. Lots of cards do that. My number one tip as far as credit cards right now who have no annual fees, which I'm all about avoiding fees, is Discover. What I found is that Discover is the number one credit card, and maybe it's because they're still trying to get their foot in the door. They're not really the go-to card for most people. Most people start with Chase or Citibank cards. But I highly recommend, if you're just trying to get a credit card, get your credit score up, I highly recommend Discover. Now, Discover just got rid of their freebie payment, where if you were having trouble one month and you weren't able to make an on-time payment, they would give you that month and say, oh, everyone has a bad month, and they would not give you any late fees, and they would not send it to your credit. They just got rid of that, guys. So be careful, tread lightly when you are thinking about getting a new credit card or using one that you already have. Feel free to read those terms and conditions, all that little fine black print that goes like this across the screen, up and down the screen. Read it. It could really help you. Just Frugal Me says shop around, clip coupons, and don't pull out your coupons until you get a good price. Yes. Somebody was just telling me the other day that you don't have to even, you can clip coupons electronically now. So you don't even have to have a newspaper subscription anymore to find these coupons. But apparently these coupons are saving people big money. And I really need to get back into that, especially if there's a way that I can print them for free. Shelly says the extra insurance you buy at CarMax going forward, always buy the extended warranty. Okay, so that's what Shelly meant. So if you are making a purchase such as buying a vehicle, always opt for the additional coverage. Protect yourself. Cars are not forever, and neither are you, but you want to be covered. You don't want to have to pay for something out of pocket unnecessarily. Ooh, Just Frugal Me said he got a massage chair priced at $950 for $300. Ooh, that's got Micah's attention. Can you sip some off of it so it doesn't? Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. My husband gave me some liquid courage, y'all. I got to bring it into the shot. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this thing. I'm going to sit it on the corner right here. I'm scared I'm going to spill it. Thank you. Thanks, Mike. Welcome. Listen, we used to have a massage chair, so this really speaks to me. We got it for free with the purchase of a television from Best Buy, so not really free. but the massage chair was amazing. And once we got rid of it because it was just old and broken down, we have been missing it ever since. So that's a really good price. Yeah, businesses are really strapped for cash. You can really get some good deals out there. Oh, Finex Rocks, we got a question. Ding, 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 ding. What are your thoughts on cashback cards? Do you prefer cashback or reward points cards? Okay. I do buy into the idea of cashback cards, but I am still at the learning stage. So what I'm finding is there are certain credit cards that will give you cash back, say 3% or 4% for just buying gas from a certain place. Take, for example, I'll use the Costco card. Costco has a credit card where if you're a member of Costco, you don't have to pay the annual membership just by having that card in hand. Guess what else? You can go get gas from Costco, fill up, and they will give you 3%. And my percentage could be off. I think it could actually be higher, but they give you at least 3% back in gas, in cash. So that basically means that you are making money every time you do something that you have to do anyway, which is buy gas, unless you got a Tesla. But I highly recommend looking into cards. The reason why it can become kind of hard is because you have to remember which card to use and when, and that can become kind of daunting. For me, that can be a lot of work holding on to a lot of cards for a lot of different things. So if I were you, I would just focus on the number one thing that you spend on that you can't avoid. Like, hey, if it's gas, look into getting a good credit card that does have the highest cash back for gas. And yes, I love it. I love using cards like that. Reese is really good at this. She says it's her favorite thing to do, get the miles up. So she is someone that likes to travel. So in her instance, she probably has a travel credit card to book all travel on. And instead of getting cash back, she would rather have miles redeemed. And when you do miles, you can use those miles to book other trips. You can book other flights. You can book other hotels, other trips, anything that has to do with travel. And so for her, that's a win. Same for me. We have 15 people in the house. Loving it. Thank you guys for coming. Oh, Just Frugal Me says, and I have to learn his name. Is his name Mike? I see Her Courage to Plan says, hi, Mike, because I'm just going to go with that. Many cards, too, who have 18 months, 0% interest will negotiate a low rate when the interest kicks in or close the account. That's interesting, because I did have a credit card. It was Care Credit, actually, and I used it. Cole will know about this part. We will use it. We used it to pay for my LASIK, and of course, it came with 18 months deferred interest. I didn't have to pay any interest. So I could really knock that balance out. Well, I was just outside of the 18 months when all of a sudden my payments went up, and I was like, oh, the interest must have kicked in. But I was able to pay that card off within like 21 months instead of the 18 months. But that is interesting. See, y'all, this is why we do this, so we can learn little tips and little gems from each other. Lakeisha says she has Discover. She loves the cashback rewards. She uses it to get her kids clothes, free clothes. Clutch. This is so clutch, guys. If you are able to spend your cash back responsibly, because remember, if you're paying your credit card in full every month, this is really free cash. So, Rox, there you go. That's another person, another pro. Aloha, scratch time. Great answer. Didn't know that about Costco. I will find, there's another YouTuber that I follow who does a great job of explaining credit cards, and I will link him in the description below after this video, goes for replay. But I really am learning a lot of tips about credit cards. So that's my tip of the day for the credit card department is do your research, read your terms and conditions, and find out what credit cards will work for you. Don't work for them. Okay. All right. We're going on. We're moving on to the next topic, guys. Now, I asked an interesting question yesterday on my Instagram. If you were following me, you guys know, some of you in the comments already know about this. But my question was, if you were to lose your job today, how long would your savings last? And I loved a lot of the responses that I got back. Feel free to put in the comments how long you would last without your job on just your savings account. And that was an interesting question that really spoke to me, because for so long we have been paying off debt. We've been gazelle intense at paying off debt for the last 2 years. But if something was to happen and we lost our jobs, well, I'm not working, but if my husband lost his job, what will we really do? Like, we cannot wait to be stimulated. We really need an action plan on what we would do to survive, to keep our bills paid and food on the table. So it really made me stop and take a breather and say, how important is debt payoff right now? Maybe we should be focused on savings. So as of today, we have 3 months in savings of 3 months worth of savings saved. And that's a win, because as of a month ago, we had nothing. We literally threw every penny at debt. So don't let paying off debt become your downfall. Always think about there's a million different ways to reach the same goal. So always protect yourself first. That $1,000 emergency fund is nice and it sounds good in theory, but we pretty much know $1,000 is not enough money to save you if you were to lose your job. And I think the times that we're living in, we need to be focused on making sure we can protect ourselves. Ashley is in the house. Hey, Ash. Hey, Nia. Oh, I'm so happy all these people are here. Asia said, great question, almost 3 months. So Asia is good. She's got almost 3 months saved. Does that make you feel comfortable? Like, do you want to have more saved, or do you think 3 months is enough? Oh, she said the goal is 6 months. I had to read the comment underneath. Naya said 3 to 4 months. Her goal is 6. Same. Co says Care Credit is clutch. She just found out her dog needs emergency surgery. Unplanned. I think we can put that in the unbudgeted category. That card is clear and ready to go to take care of her baby. Pets, man. Oh, Cody, I hope you're okay, man. Oh. Lakeisha says she's got about 3 to 4 months. Co, 4 to 5 months. Monet says 2 months. She was just thinking the same thing and was so focused on debt. I'm telling you guys, you are not alone. That's why I love having these discussions. We don't have to feel embarrassed about how much money or how little money we actually hold. Because for so long, we were raised to think, as long as my credit score is good, if I need more money, I can just put it on a credit card or ask for more credit. But that's not always the best plan. So thank you guys for sharing. Just Frugal Me says, that's awesome. Paying off debt is important, but first you need to give yourself some insurance and savings. 3 to 6 months. See, that seems to be the going number. Yeah, her Courage to Plan says, yes, we've been focused more on saving to make sure we're good, but we want to have 6. Ash says 3 months is a win. However, if COVID taught us anything, I shouldn't have said the word. If this pandemic has taught us anything, 6 to 9 months is necessary. The way finding a job is set up. Let's get into it. Mike says he's going for a year. He's starting a drop ship company on the side. Is that why you're doing all that construction, Just Frugal Me? Mike, I saw your Instagram where he's flipping like the whole attic of his home. See, people are working. Side hustles can save you. People are in their bag. Oh man, thank you guys for all the feedback. So I'm going to move on to another interesting topic that I haven't really spoke on before. And if anybody is debt free in the chat, feel free to chime in. But have you ever heard the synonym FIRE before? It stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. And the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I've found by listening and watching other YouTubers who are already debt free that there's a huge amount of people who become debt free. They work really hard to become debt free, and then once they reach their goal, they're like, now what? What should I do? And they fall back into debt. Out of boredom, out of, making unnecessary expenses. Oh, I can pay it off. It's fine. So we need to always have a goal, an obtainable goal. And so that next goal is called FIRE. And so I went on Dave Ramsey's website just to define what financial independence, retire early means, because I'm always looking for a Cloud9 goal. And so the goal is to save and invest very aggressively, somewhere between 50 to 75% of your income, so you can retire in your 30s or 40s. And all you have to do is type in FIRE in YouTube, and you will meet people who are less than 40, less than 30 years old, and they have retired off of their investments, their stocks, and they are making it happen, y'all. They're making it happen. And so that's right. You need to save at least half your income to make this work. And I wanted to throw that out there because I'm always trying to keep people motivated. And there's some people who are who do watch my content because they miss paying off debt. They miss, throwing a lot of money towards debt because they just had that gazelle intensity. But once they're debt free, they're kind of like, okay, now what? So now that's your new goal. FIRE. Let's see. Oh, this is the best time to start a side hustle. Mike said he made about $1,000. Josh! That's why my husband was laughing. I gotta catch up in the comments. I'm so sorry for calling you Mike. I'm so sorry. So Josh says that he was quoted $12,000 to do the room, and he's only spent about $750 so far. Now this is where you and my husband, you guys will get along great, because we are right now getting quotes for our kitchen, and they're giving us numbers like $12,000, and my husband's just like, see, we should have just done it ourselves when we lived there. I know what you mean. Y'all have to follow him. I'm telling you guys, he has some really interesting content. Miss it. What the world? I'm for fire. Ashley, this is for you. Half of your income should be either invested or saved so that you can be fully retired by the time you're 40. But I'm talking to people who are debt free. Ashley doesn't have any debt. I'm just assuming. I mean, we talking about Ashley. But Monet said, yes, she's heard of FIRE and it sounds amazing. I like what it stands for too, K Renee. I love everything about FIRE, and so that's why I wanted to, talk about it briefly, even though I'm not in a position to do that, but I have goals. And I always want to have a goal in front of me so that I can stay motivated. Okay. All right. We did that. We talked about FIRE. We talked about best credit cards. We talked about stimulus updates. And just remember, feel free to check out Josh's channel, Just Frugal Me, so that you can find out what's really going on with the stimulus updates. Now I think it's time for a little financial trivia. Let's talk about it. Okay, so everybody knows that there's a $1 bill, there's a $2 bill, but is there a $3 bill? Yes or no in the comments. Let me know. Take 10 seconds. Just think about it, guys. There's a $1 bill and a $2 bill. Is there a $3 bill? I'll catch up on the comments while you guys think about it. Ah! Ashley said, it's funny we're talking about this. I read a post today that said 35% of monthly income. I do like this goal. Ashley, I thought you would. And I can totally see you doing it. You probably subconsciously do it already. I know you put some money to the side already. So you probably could just double or triple whatever you're doing, and you could fully be retired, especially if you move away and live somewhere cheaper. I can see you doing that. I'll send you the link too, Ashley. You can have more info. Okay, we got our responses are in. Everyone's final answer is no. And y'all are all wrong, just like me. There actually was a $3 bill in print in production in the 1800s only, not the 1900s. So technically the answer is yes. It is not in production today. We don't, but there used to be a $3 bill for like a full 100 years. But very few were actually printed by the banks that back then, because there was no treasury back then, I'm assuming. So banks were printing their own money. How does that sound? That sounds wild. And so I think that would be kind of slick, because don't you hate breaking a $5 for something that costs $2.99? It's like you never get that $5 back. So interesting. How many of y'all just Googled the $3 bill? It's the truth, I tell you. And this is in the trivia that I'm getting this from. Well, I'm not going to tell you where I'm getting my questions from because you guys could look up the answers. But yes, there was a $3 bill. Okay, next question. Let me make sure it's a good one. How did the word bread come to mean money? Why in our heads do we associate the word bread with money? Well, where do you think that comes from? That's not a yes or no answer. You're gonna have to dig a little deep for that. But think about the word bread. This is actually not a good answer. I just read the answer. Nobody really is gonna know this. I can't even think of how it went. It comes from a rhyme. It comes from a rhyme. I'll tell you that much. I'm not going to spend long on this one. It comes from an old Cockney rhyme. Micah, jump in if you if you recognize this rhyme. It says, give me your money, give me your bread and honey. But for some reason, that's where that comes from. I don't know. We're supposed to give our credit for the word bread meaning money to some dude named Cockney. I don't know. Okay, I'm always about learning fun facts. Who was the first billionaire? Who's the first billionaire? I kind of knew this, but I just never really thought about it. But I did know this. Yeah, you guys know it too. Oh, we associate bread with abundance. That's good. That's good. Because if you got a full fridge, that must mean, you got money. And if your fridge is empty, you lazy and don't like to shop. Something. So, who was the first billionaire? Oh, see, like Monet said, we stack money, we stack bread. Asia said, I just don't like spending my bread. I stay caked up. That's another one. Cake. I want all my bread. Oh, Rockefeller. 2 people said Rockefeller at the same time. That is the other person that I was thinking about, but not the first. Good answer. I'll give it 10 more seconds. All right, that felt like 10 seconds. The answer is Henry Ford. Yeah. That answers some questions. We're not surprised, are you? See, you're not surprised that it's Henry Ford, are you? You're just like, makes sense. All right. So, I know I think this was about, less than a year ago, there was talk of adding Harriet Tubman to, was it a Canadian dollar? I can't remember if it was a Canadian dollar or an American dollar. And I don't think it ever came into fruition. I can't remember, or either a dollar or coin. I can't remember if she ever made it, if it ever happened. I need to check my coins. But 2 women have appeared on the US $1 coin. Do you know who those 2 women were? Or at least one of them. Never knew that there were 2 women who were actually made an appearance on the US coin. This is just like, oh, that was a good one. JP Morgan. Back further in time, though. JP was probably early 1900s? Oh, to the $20 bill in USA. Thank you guys for telling me that. I couldn't remember. I was like, I don't know if it ever happened. I haven't looked at a $20 bill. Let me see here. Where's my money? No. But who were one of the first 2 women to appear on the $1 coin, which is low-key one of my favorite coins? You can't spell it? Oh, go ahead, Finance Rocks and Ashley and Co. You guys are so smart. Dang. It's 100% on the money. Susan B. Anthony and Sacagawea. Josh says the current administration, that's what we calling them for the duration. The current administration stopped the process. Really? Harriet B. Tubman didn't do nothing to them people. Okay. So here's one of the last questions. Thank you guys. You guys are so intelligent. See? Sorry, that's the wrong question. How often does the government print new money? random thing. There's this short film on Netflix called what's it called? Remember what it's called? And I told you guys to watch it, but then I said never mind, don't watch it, because I thought it was a series, but it turned out not to be. Where they break into the U.S. Treasury, and you have to find out what happens. But it's kind of interesting. It holds your attention. But anyway, the question is, how often does the government print new money? Now you know I got to look at Netflix and see what that's called. Because I can't remember. I cannot remember what it's called. Heist. It's something about a heist? Coin heist? I don't know. It was similar to the movie that came out. But anyway, how often does the government print new money? Every 10 years. That's a good one. That's what I was thinking, either 5 or 10 years, every 5 or 10 years, because you don't want to print it too often, right? That's what I was thinking. But then you have to print it enough, because there's always some money that gets destroyed, gets ruined, gets lost. Like there was a house on the news on TikTok, which is news, duh. And somebody was doing some remodeling in their house. Did this happen to you, Josh? They were remodeling their house. They knocked down a wall in their house and they found a chimney full of money. And they said it just would not stop coming down. And it went viral for good reason, but he probably shouldn't have posted it. He had just bought the house and him and his family were just doing some demo and they found a whole lot of money. Coin Heist is the show. Yes, thank you, Ash. Okay, here's the answer. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing produces 37 million currency a day. Why are we printing so much money? I feel like we're devaluing money by printing it that much. They are producing 37 million currency a day with a face value of $696 million. Now, I don't know. Now, this is as of 2019. But I could have sworn, like growing up as a kid, we would go do field trips to the U.S. Department of Treasury to watch them make money. And most of the machines weren't running back then. So I don't know if they just can't run while people were walking through or what. But in my head, I was like thinking like money should not be produced that often, daily. They're producing money daily. That probably has something to do with government as well, but we're not going to get into that. So yeah, I just found some questions that were interesting to me, and I wanted to share them with you guys. This is from edwardjones.com. No surprise, investors. And they have lots of financial trivia just for fun. And I just thought it would be cool to share a couple of the questions that they had because they were kind of simple, but hard at the same time. So I just want to quickly give you a rundown of a couple collabs that I have going on. I have a great collab going on entitled Live Your Best Life on a Budget in a Pandemic. It is possible to use this money to grow your lifestyle, not just your bank account. And I have at least 5 or 6 YouTubers that are so awesome and agreed to collab with little old me to help me bring you guys my first collab. And I just posted that a couple days ago, so feel free to check that out. Tune in every Monday for Money Mondays. You're going to see this face with more content. And let me know what you would like to talk about in the content. Let me know what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to see. I do try to stick to money. The focus is always about something like credit, debt, money, savings, budgeting, because that's just what I love to talk about. And you either get to talk about that with me or I talk about travel. So but thank you guys for tuning in. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to mention to you guys. Another collab that's in the works is called a Spend 50 challenge, and I would love for you guys to join in and let me know what happened with this challenge. So basically, the Spend 50 challenge basically means that you take $50 to the store, nothing else, no cards, nothing else, and you buy as much as you can with that $50. And then you share what you were able to get for $50. And the goal is to get as much as possible. Of course, that's on your list for $50. So I'm challenging myself because prices are crazy high everywhere, especially here in Hawaii. And I'm tired of spending money. And so let's try to spend 50. Now, the flexibility in the Spend 50 challenge is that if you are a family If you're, if it's just one of you, then you spend $50. But if it's more than one person, you can spend up to $100. So you would just name your challenge, spend 100 challenge, hashtag spend 50 challenge, or hashtag spend 100 challenge, and just tag it and tag me in the Instagram post so that I can repost it, and I will get it started today. Sarah's Realm is dropping her spend 50 challenge, so feel free to check out her channel. She's another new YouTuber. Her name is Sarah's Realm, and don't worry, once my video uploads, I will post all the links, all of them. K Renee's channel, Asia's channel, Just Frugal Me's channel, just so you guys can catch up with their content as well. I only market, yeah, right, I get paid. Finance Rocks, another one. I only tell y'all about genuinely good channels, y'all, so I wouldn't waste your time. And then last but not least is the savings challenges. So in the month of June, try to save $5 a day. That will give you $150 at the end of the month. You decide, do I want to spend it on debt? Do I want to save it and and let it be the buffer to a new savings account? Or do I want to buy something with it? And let me tell you, once you put that money to the side, you're not going to feel like spending it. It just happens. You work so hard to save it. You're like, it's your baby. You're going to want to protect it. Okay? Thank you, Co. And Josh is recording his content tonight. So check out his channel. I can't wait to see what he has to say on the matter of living your best life on a budget in a pandemic. I'm excited. I am excited. Just making sure. Okay, that's it. I'm done. We've talked for how long? Oh yeah, it felt like an hour. We're done, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in next week, Monday, for more stimulus updates, more talk. Let's talk about what hopefully we'll be talking about good news. Let's watch Josh's video before next week, Monday, and find out what happens next. Let's see if we're going to be celebrating next week, okay? Bring your drink, bring your budgets, bring your questions, and let's have some more fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye. Ooh, Josh talking about upgrading his wife's ring. Now this is what I'm talking about. Bye, Scratch Time. Ashley, the boob savings. I'm here for it. Bye, guys.